round glasses, skinny shoulders hunched against the rain. Atlanta is getting plowed with the tail of a tropical storm stalled over the Gulf, blasting soupy heat all the way up to Tennessee, and he's wearing that same cracked leather coat like it's January and not early August, his hands shoved deep in the pockets as if for warmth. I gun it up the hill hard enough to make my tires squeal, tapping a button on the steering wheel. Call Cam. While the call connects, I glance in my side mirror, trying to pick him out of the trees and shrubs. The grocery store, the nail salon and yoga studio. Yesterday at Starbucks, he passed me a stevia packet before I could ask for one, which makes me wonder how many times he's seen me there, stirring sweetener into my coconut latte. Cam's deep voice booms through the car speakers. I'm in the middle of something. Can I call you in 30? My husband always answers, even when he's busy, especially then. This is our steadfast rule ever since our oldest, Beatrix, took a spill on the playground when she was 4, knocking herself out and breaking her arm in 3 places. Cam was in the middle of a renovation at the Inman Park restaurant at the time, covered in construction dust and arguing with contractors whose every other word was over. Overdue. Overworked, over budget. 30 times I called him that day, frantic and bouncing in the back of an ambulance while comforting a scared child and trying to keep a fussy toddler on my lap. Cam didn't feel his phone buzzing in his back pocket, didn't notice the screen lighting up with a long line of increasingly desperate messages from me. The last one I left as they were wheeling Beatrix into children's health care. Your daughter is in the hospital, Cam. Maybe pick up your phone and call us sometime. Mean and petty, I know, but I've never been so furious, or so stressed, or so downright petrified. Beatrix was fine. Cam and I, however, lost 5 years of our lives that day. Now, I say to Cam, he's here. Who's where? That guy. The skeevy one I told you about, with the glasses and the comb-over man bun. He's here at Westmore. Well, maybe he has a musically gifted kid. I roll my eyes, lift my hands from the steering wheel. Right, and he just happens to go to the same gym as me and shops in the canned goods aisle at Whole Foods whenever I walk through their door. In the back seat, Baxter leans as far forward as his booster seat will allow. Hi, Daddy. Hey, buddy, you keeping your mom company? Except for his fine, mousy waves, our son is a spitting image of Cam. Baxter gives an enthusiastic nod. She took me to Brewster's and then she made me get the frozen banana. And he's still salty about it, too, no matter how many times I explain that food coloring is bad for his 6-year-old body, and the scoop of purple dinosaur he's constantly begging for is more dye than ice cream. The banana dipped in dark chocolate is our hard-won compromise. I twist around on my seat and hold a finger to my lips. My next words for Cam. Of course he doesn't have a musically gifted kid. I'm telling you, Cam, this guy is following me. He is. Who is? Baxter says, looking out the back window. Who, Mommy? I ignore him and check my mirrors, all of them. But the man is gone. The line of parked cars, the hill between here and the busy road, he's nowhere. Even if I could see the sign from where I'm sitting, there are dozens of people on this stretch of street, pedestrians and runners, employees popping out for fresh air or to the nearby sandwich shops, people socializing on the covered benches. If he's still down there, it would be easy to conceal himself in the crowd. And yet he made sure I saw him when I was turning into the lot, didn't he? The way he was dressed in all black, like some kind of daytime cat burglar. How his shoulders straightened and his head popped up when he spotted my car. How he stared at me through the windshield like he was daring me to see him. Like he wanted me to see him and be scared. Maybe that's why he's been following me for days. I gasp as something occurs to me.